have a whole lot to showcase on our network, from quality music video, crusade and outreach activities, movies, comedies and African drama, interview and special feature, baby shower, engagement, weddings, and a whole lot more. We are into business promotion. Join our network and do business with us today as we add value to your mobile devices, online and on your TV set. Don't forget to join us for our Real Gospel Hour, Real Gospel Talk with pastors from all around, and our powerful confident prayer time. It's Voice TV Africa, showing the rest of the world of Africa you don't know. Voice TV Africa, proudly African. Voice TV Africa, the station that blesses your soul.
Okay, so we are good to be here. Well, folks, we'd like to say good morning and good afternoon, good evening. It just depends which part of the globe you find yourself. I'm here in Sesco City, Rivers County, and I'm in the office of the Rivers County Information Officer's Office, Mr. Arthur Williams. And as you may be aware, recently there have been this issue of a research innovation hub here in Rivers County for a project, even though the detail, we have not had details of the project, but the recruitment exercise went on, and the group supposed to do a training for those that's supposed to serve as enumerators. But then young people started to raise concern, the media also raised the concern that most of the people who were recruited are from outside Rivers County, leaving the young people out. So the young people raised a concern. The county local leadership headed that the superintendent convened a meeting 2 days ago, and in that meeting, the superintendent mandated the township commissioner to report to all of the activities until the right thing can be done. And then yesterday, there was a protestation by the young people. Activity was ceased. This morning, we saw people going back to the hall in the training. The training commenced this morning. So we are in the office of the county information officer because we are told last night when we were on a sister program, Frontline Focus Roundtable, we were told that another meeting was held, and the county information officer should have been on the show last night to give us detail of that meeting, the outcome of the meeting, but he was not faring well, according to him. So we are here at his office. We want to hear what exactly was discussed in the meeting. Mr. Williams, good morning. I don't know whether it's morning time, but good morning, good afternoon. How are you?
Thank you, and let me say good afternoon in just a few minutes after 12. And it's a pleasure in your company. And let me say, I want to appreciate you for the way you continue to do for the people who are laughing up, especially with focus on the Rivers County.
So let's just go straight into the discussion. Day before yesterday, people were in a meeting talking about research innovation. Or before we come to yesterday's meeting, talk to us about the first meeting that was held day before yesterday.
Well, Eric, your concern would be just yesterday, okay, but we have to break a bit to go to the nitty-gritty of this project.
Okay.
The Real House project is a general ministry initiative sponsored by the World Bank and out of the Student Development Corporation, the CEDA agency. So they started since 2023, where community engagement done by past administrations, and it's intended to realize recovery of economic activity, but the component has to do with the issue of social cash transfer, intended to improve the livelihood of vulnerable population, especially women. The framework of that project saying that he also is vulnerable once it is being headed by a single parent, especially women. So that was a targeted, and that was the aim. And so as time go by, the current administration took over based upon information we ran after it because it was intended to benefit the people of River Cess. So there was series of meetings, county leadership, including the superintendent and development officer, help with the Ministry of Gender Project Management Unit. And they told all yes, we come in the River Cess. Even there was a point in time we got information from other people that all realized is doing it and not seeing it. So they were always asking the things that they would come. Okay. Unfortunately for us, when we reached the implementation phase, hiring the service provider immediately, the Ministry of Gender did not notify the county again. Even if the Gender Ministry did not notify the county, the fact that you are an institution or partner, they know there's a set community strategy, interest strategy. Once you won a contract, like one of your recent entity did in recent time, they came to the county and held a meeting and said, oh, wait, I want you to mention this. So in the case, the research innovated or did not do that, even though they claim that they made an attempt to have come to the county and bring the new, but we they claim to have paid the engagement, we were all here. And finally, the fast that the president declared for some technical report that the county development officer have or having, she spent her entire day praying our office and doing our report. So for someone who would tell me, because I was the only working day or the general workforce was here, but someone was already here. They went around and did an advertisement, and you followed the advertisement the way it went. I was one of the reasons the county authority raised out strongly. So to answer the question about the meeting, we understand that these steps are already being made or are not being followed. But overall goal is the well-being of the process people. The fact that the company will transfer some cash to the people to build their capacity, which supports the president or the government agenda, the ARD that intend to take the people from one level, especially when we are going to the conclusion of Vision 2030 that say we must be a middle income country. And of course, initiatives of such can be if it is approvable, sometimes the government will rely on some level to have a discussion on the table. So that was the reason the first meeting was held on Monday. The group came on Monday, there was another conversation held. And they promised that they would have submitted the names of the 18 presidents they claim that passed quote unquote a test from River Cess that they administered. That was they were mandated. Bring the list, let's look at it first before we can start any operation. We heard on the left on Monday, Tuesday, we heard another information and reaching to. So we sent the word again, and then a state order was issued from the office of the development officer to the Ministry of Gender, because Ministry of Gender is most here. And Ministry of Gender, without hesitation, notified the team. They came to the office, they sent a lady, a representative. This time around, met with the superintendent and said, for everything and reinforce that stakeholder remain.
So you mean up to today, the superintendent of the county administration is saying there should be no activity until, I mean,
that stakeholder remains. In fact, I just wanted to provide the steps that we have.
Yes,
let's even the leverage in order to do the needful, and we are not still getting the solution. That's why I'm trying to prove.
Yes, yeah. Let's hear you. Let's hear you.
Yeah. So on Tuesday, another meeting was held, and then it was at this meeting now we were made to understand that our policy that once they are in contract, in the county, the applications or people that will be selected for aptitude tests that will qualify them to be recruited are only restricted to 30% on the ground, and they have a database of people that are already knowledgeable about the work that's also they take the 70%, the 70%. You don't have to question the authority where they come from. They come from all over, but they are people already in the database.
Okay.
So it was appointed to us. Again, they said the administration test. We don't want to restrict the people of Rosa. I took it to CPR, and these are residents of Rosa, like for example, the David Dixon, and the Jean Capuflo, the Gypsy Bandit, they have before they put a name in red to them. Or you are not on the training, start reducing our own 30% we have 8%. But then what still caught my attention is that the 8% are not still guaranteed participation again. After the training, they're calling them, they will post-training evaluation again. And
so why did they do all of these things and the training before they do doing the evaluation?
So, no, they didn't say all this. Their formula, yeah, they do all this. Their policies are being, they can have some training for pre and selection training. About the help, because there were one point in time, those who participated in our training and led to the test, they said they were not fair. So that was the first complaint that came from Yabatan. So we're concerned they say, oh, we want to give it to them as an advantage for the actual test, but that was not training, but we feed those who are in the training. Now, our point from that end is all along, even from previous administration up to the administration, that is important to Liberian gain power, local content in terms of job, providing temporary job opportunity for people. This is the strenuous, and this is the, I don't think they're very strange for you to say service provider will take 70% and host community 30%, which is not any guarantee. It's also conditional. So that one point the candidate is being stretching on. The point is also, and the fact that the general ministry hired an entity with such a policy, and they didn't notify at least for the entity to before starting the operation. They didn't even come to the office to tell all these logistical issues or administrative issues. That if they still get our blessing, we are going to be the one to sort the ground, to talk to our people. Yes, even if we lose the issue of numerical opportunity, the fact that our hospital will benefit, we could go there, but we were also left in limbo. So these are our concerns. So to fast track now, yesterday again, the full team came to us. And this time, remember, we were not the one that invited them, because the stakeholder were forwarded to the general ministry. So the general ministry public project management unit said, and the head of the institution in Monroe said they were coming to the county to be with the county authority for us to get on the table. System in the interventions are meant to improve the lives of our people. Interestingly, it is only the very thing that on the ground that we have interacted with several times and seen like their policies is scarfing in soon,
yeah.
When the one that came again yesterday. Again, we have to give the benefit of the doubt to them. So we call for a few points to them. Okay. The point is that yes, the intervention we had worked from the onset that just the number of also that they will do is just 2,400 also. But we are also taking our thoughts and our conversation on the previous days that is it possible that we spread it in a way that at least the effect or the impact of about 2 to 3 clans, so can we prioritize smaller clans that at least it will spread, it will not be in one area. These are some of the concerns we were having yesterday. Okay. They said the issue of whether sparingly the county authority and out of the general ministry can look at it, because for where they go is not a responsibility. We also look at the issue of the workforce. We were not aware from the onset about 70-30. So with the situation on Ghana, can we do the 40-60? They will then get the 50-50, because 50-50 have been our concern. but negotiating on a give and take.
Yeah.
They still remain resolved, and the only thing they told us the 3 citizens, residents who passed the test, but they will, because of the number, putting on standby, they will have included in, but then it still stopped there to after the training, the test and all participation, they must be standby, which is now a guarantee. So these are the concerns. So we raised it, and overall, because the superintendent was not in the meeting out of business study with the Ministry of Health yesterday, we told them the resumption of all the activity, including the training, it is contingent upon the permission that should come from the county authority. So it's surprising your intro, you talking about activities going on.
Oh, yes, because that's one of the most
So that state order remain in force. If anything is being done, is then it means that it's a complete defiance to the county authority, which I don't think a responsible institution that are coming to enter our republic who seek to build the capacity of the people who want to defy constitutional authority. So we have to we are not saying we are not talking to them, but I think we hoping that they will respect the arrangement all about how happened yesterday.
So one of the things they've been saying is that if the superintendent insists we're going to leave the county, we're going to carry the project to different county, we will have it in Riverside. The superintendent insists that we don't carry out the training and just like that. But this morning, why we came to ask is because the training.
First, before you leave that, the first thing you have to understand that the selection of this county were done ever since the national government and the actual authority to give it that regular.
That I know.
Yes.
You know, sometimes these people get in the community and want to brainwash the people and put fear in the people and just like that. And that is where sometimes we come in and let the people know these people are here to render some services and they are not doing any kind of favor. But the concern this morning have been because we know that the media raises this thing and through that you people, the county authority, got the information and try to step in. And then this morning we saw them going back for the training. In fact, some of us were attacked verbally that these are the people who air this thing, and they just thought that we were not going to resume. Now that we have resumed, I don't know what they have to say. And the media was kind of having a kind of misfeeling, so but why these people always make us look okay, and that's what we hear. So as the public is viewing you are saying that the state order still remains, and that you people at the county authorities supposed to give these people a permit, after which they have done certain things that people wanted them to do or wanted them to do before they resume. Now that they resume, you say you're going to investigate to find out whether the information is true. If you find that out, what would be the next step?
Well, I won't want to reach that level until we to be frank, I can inform you that the county leadership from the superintendent down to development officer, even people from the Ministry of General on the ground itself, they are resolved in making sure that the right thing is done. For the issue of the team policy, if the project management unit from the Ministry of General comes and they confirm that it is a policy they have, and we stay in the contract, there will be another action which I don't want to disclose now. But what all of us are fighting for, I think you being leading advocacy is about the improvement of the lives of the people. But the only thing is that it must be done the right way, and this is what all of us are saying. So someone is getting it make us true. They are trying to make us true the county's authority decision. Our focus is not just about the process of putting people, recruiting people, like they are seen within our own, the one for the people to get there. Oh, that's not the process. We need just a fair play. While it is true that our schools are not offering basic computer around here, but yet there are people that can do computer tests and all. In fact, latest they try to do census, later they are online tests. If we found when the training of Concord, which the people pass and the generator.
Go ahead.
So the people talk about direct tests where they say the machine generated school. It's not strange. But you must create a level playing field that everybody will have equal access. But in my mind, the adjustment leading to the recruitment process was state managed. So what it exposed then was at one of the meetings, naming Victor. So our question is, you did a selection based upon the school you administer for a test, but you have another list for Victor outside of Riverside. You said you deny our citizens in the field that apply, that got income that were privileged to academic information in the shortest possible time and the use of it. You deny them the opportunity to drop them because they did not pass your test. We don't want to challenge the authenticity of your text. But how did you get these people with the caption numerator outside of Riverside? Did they also go through the same process like our citizens? These are the questions we continue to ask, and we are here to get answer. So we are not muscle. Don't mean that we want to muscle them, but we have to do this thing. And the reason we remain resolved is we are already encountering similar initiative where all of groups are doing project in Riverside. The first step of engaging the community, someone here, they can't reach the area because they say the area that hard to reach, someone in they are not insured to motor by riding, and our community will continue to remain motor by riding counted because the government has just started to be robust about road connectivity. So they will take all the time for all of the areas to be connected by motor roads that car will plow them all around. So until then, if you want to work in Riverside, there are 2 things you have to do. You must be prepared to cross river. You must be prepared to get on motorbike to go to where the interventions are needed. We already have another group that says they don't reach to an area where they can be in a car until they reach it. In fact, even if they were to disembark from their car and walk for 30 minutes, they say it's still not in a project enrichment. So when you have a process that will be dominated, that will be carried out by people importing into the country, we must definitely go back to what we are talking about. We must also lead to a process where somebody says, I ain't left jacket, my left it. I can cross the river. And across the river, where the people are those that are having critical, the government is more critical, the government is more concerned about the manner and point in which the process is going, than even those who are protesting. So they need not to protest. Let them look up to the government. We can assure you that we will breach all of the protocol or the policy, but we will do something, everything in our power as government, as county authority or give and take, and it cannot be amended if it costs that roads are being placed on a waiting list. I think we can be placed on a waiting list for a very reason, but we must establish our case. And I know that the donors and still they want to make the necessary impact. I know that Minister General also want to see the right thing being done. So the issue of somebody telling us that if you talk too much, we're going to carry it to account, especially the service provider, is just a joke.
Thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Asset Williams is the county information officer, and of course, there you have it. This morning, having heard from the local administration that the process in Yapatan be put to a halt as we speak, they come take in the training. So share this video. If you know somebody there, you can call and say, hey, the county administration, they stay serious about this thing, and you people are defying them. This is Riverside in Focus, and we brought this to you on Solar Media, Solar TV. My name is Eric Opakibo, and I just spoke with Asset Williams. Have yourself a wonderful day. Say no to drugs.
Yeah, supporting drugs.
What's going on, everyone? Chelsea D here. If you're looking for the latest news and entertainment, there's only one source, and that is Voice TV Africa.